A group of 102 taxi drivers who are suing the Land Public Transport Commission, or SPAD, over its inaction against Uber, GrabCar and Blacklane has been informed that one of the three app-based ride-sharing companies is trying to intervene in the lawsuit. The Taxi Drivers Council, Klang Valley, says Uber is attempting to be intervener in their lawsuit, but he has not been served with court papers yet. Klang Valley says a deputy registrar has ordered them to reply to the statement of defence by March 17th for next case management on the 21st. On another matter, Klang Valley highlighted a loophole in SPAD's system where taxi driver permits can be rented out to other operators, saying that this problem has caused hardship to taxi drivers.
When operators are armed with this permit, usually there will be a formal agreement signed between the driver and the operator. Now the initial agreement will be akin to a hire purchase agreement.
Okay.
The moment when the hire purchase agreement ends, in other words, once the hire purchase is settled in full, the operators rent out the permits and they are charging rentals on those permits. Now in relation to that, we wrote a formal letter to SPAD seeking clarification, and the reply that we received from SPAD on 15th of January 2016 merely to state there is no provisions in the SPAD enactment 2010 specifically prohibiting operators from doing so.
He says if there is no provision under the Act prohibiting operators from renting out the permit, it will not be an offence on the taxi driver who does not pay the rental to the operator. He urges the Transport Minister to draw out clear guidelines on how those permits are issued.
And the government must immediately engage in this to avoid further abuse of the permit. This is a very critical matter because it affects the livelihood of taxi drivers.
Meanwhile, the group also urges police to release taxi driver Wan Osman Wan Awang, who has been detained in Dangwangi police lockup for 3 days over an incident during which he was said to have scratched a car belonging to the Papua New Guinea embassy. However, the group says checks with the Road Transport Department showed that the car belongs to another person in Negeri Sembilan.
Kesalahan yang dibuat amat tidak jelas dan amat zalim kepada pemandu teksi. Sebab kami bukan bunuh orang, bukan curi barang orang, bukan tumbuk orang, bukan rampas beg duit orang. Kenapa dia harus ditahan?
He says they will gather outside the Dangwangi Police Headquarters in Kuala Lumpur to demand the release of the taxi driver on Saturday.